This Day in Tech News with your host, Joshua Pack. Let's talk about Samsung's newest phones. They fold, they flip, and they cost a lot of money. Well, at least the Z Fold 3 does. It is still cheaper than its previous generation, the Z Fold 2. The Z Fold 2 cost about $2,000, $1,999 USD when it was first released. Whereas the Z Fold 3 released at the starting price of $1,799. That's a good $200 difference with many improvements a year later. I really think this year's Z Fold 3 is amazing. Okay, it's priced decently for a tablet that folds into a phone, right? But what differences is it compared to last year? I mean, we're saving $200, but are we losing stuff? Not really, we're gaining stuff. First, we get a 120 hertz refresh rate compared to last year's 60 hertz on both the front screen and the inside screen. We get Gorilla Glass Victus on the small glass screen. Snapdragon 888, so upgrading our CPU GPU performance. An internal under display camera. It's lighter weight. S Pen support, and IPX8 certified. But here's the thing. The inside screen is still easily scratched. Granted, it has to be a lot stronger since we can use a specially made S Pen on it. But maybe that S Pen has a little bit more to do with not scratching it or, putting dents into it. And I love that they were able to get the iPhone IPX8 certified, which means any accidental water will not ruin the phone, which for me has happened before and ruined one of my older phones. But no dust resistance, which also means don't drop it at the beach or have a super linty pockets, because I feel like if dust got in there, it's not going to be good. The biggest letdown though for me is that small 4 megapixel under display camera. Now don't get me wrong, I understand why they did this, okay? They wanted us to enjoy the inside screen's full width with no distractions, which I think it does decently. But even so, at certain angles you could still see it. But when you're watching content, not only do you not see it, but it looks good straight on. What I do not like about it is the quality of the pictures and videos you get from it. There are major issues, most likely which could have been solved with a higher megapixel count and better post-processing. Granted, I think they did some post-processing with it, but it's just not, at least from what I've seen, not that great. The only thing usable is if you're maybe in a Zoom meeting or any type of video meeting where quality of the video does not matter at all. I think that was the point of it, truthfully, of Samsung doing this. Since you can still take a great photo on the smaller screen or the exterior, front and exterior rear cameras, the UDC or under display camera won't be used very much. However, for $1,800, you kind of feel like they could have done better, But this is what we get when it's the first iteration of new technology, right? Well, and that's the thing with new technologies. We, as consumers, are beta testers. Still, all in all, a great looking phone, and I look forward to seeing reviews on this device. Now let's talk about the Z Flip 3. This was the biggest change year over year compared to last generation, Z Flip 5G, which was their second of the Z Flip series. Now, the reason why it's the biggest change, at least in my eyes, is the price point. Last year's Z Flip 5G was priced at $1,449, whereas this year, starting price of under $1,000, $999. That is really nice. Then the bigger cover screen. So when you flip the phone, there's like a little cover screen there, and that is a lot bigger. I feel like 2 times bigger. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like it's 2 times bigger. And it makes it to where you don't have to always flip open the phone. It's very similar to like maybe your watch, where you can just see the text messages right from there without having, and even responding straight from there, which is quite nice. It has a better processor, same as the Z Fold 3, the Snapdragon 888, as well as IPX8 water resistance, which is amazing. 120 hertz compared to 60 hertz from the last model. So this phone is very impressive, and I could see owning this phone, and I'm not even a foldable person. At a good starting price of $999 USD, it's the most affordable foldable phone I have seen today. Now, granted, I have not seen a lot, so maybe there's one cheaper than this, and I don't know, but not at this quality, right? But not only that, but you can get it for free. You can get this foldable device for free with a trade-in at any of the major carriers like Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T. I looked it up. Even my Note 9, Samsung Galaxy Note 9, which was made 3 years ago, trade that in, you get the Z Flip 3 for free. That's pretty nice. And I think this is the first time we'll see recommendations from the tech community in purchasing foldable devices for even regular consumers. I am personally not going to be getting it, at least until it becomes a bit more mature. However, this is very exciting news. From multiple unreliable Twitter sources, I have seen that the pre-orders are outselling the Note 20's pre-orders, which is good news for Samsung and for foldables. Some bad news about the Z Flip 3, it looks like there's no S Pen support, and Sam Mobile reports that Samsung DeX is not available on it. And if you need those things, then this phone is a pass, although it is possible for a software update to allow for both of them. Well, maybe more the DeX than the S Pen. Well, that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what you think about these two foldable phones. All right, have a good one. Thanks. Bye.